Hey guys, it's me again, and we're back with another video. High school pupils in Scotland to wear face coverings from the 31st of August. Scottish secondary school pupils will have to wear face coverings in corridors, communal areas, and school buses from next Monday. There will be no requirement to wear face coverings in classrooms where social distancing measures are in place. Secondary school pupils in Scotland will have to wear face coverings between lessons from the 31st of August. It is the latest change to the rules on face masks and coverings in the UK. Up till now, the use of face coverings in schools has been voluntary. However, some schools have started asking staff and pupils to wear them to help stop the spread of COVID-19. The Scottish Government now says that all pupils over the age of 12 should wear them in corridors, communal areas and school buses. They will not have to wear them in classrooms. So whether people should wear masks in schools, the evidence is not strong. Face coverings encouraged but not for routine use in schools. Face coverings are set to be strongly encouraged in Northern Ireland schools and social distancing is not possible but are generally not recommended for routine use. Follows the announcement that pupils can go back to school from September. All pupils to return school full time in Northern Ireland from the beginning of the term. Many pupils are set to be taught in small group pods or bubbles. When schools reopen in Northern Ireland, children will remain in small classes every day. School reduce mixing with others. Monday the 17th of August for some pupils to return to school. Some pupils to return in late August but not set date. Pupils will return to school in late August. Said some pupils will return to school in late August but not set date. One broken 17th of August. Schools in Northern Ireland were closed in March due to the coronavirus pandemic. First gun of schools, making it mandatory for pupils and staff to wear face coverings when they return. It's now compulsory to wear a mask in shops and other public spaces in Northern Ireland. Exemptions including for staff in shops, children under 13 and those with medical illnesses or impairment. Benefit for older children. Face coverings are used in particular circumstances. Mitigation. Face coverings must be worn in staff rooms and during adult-to-adult meetings. Face coverings are strongly encouraged for activities that entail large numbers of staff and students. Space where social distancing is not possible. It's mandatory for all pupils aged 13 and over to wear a face covering on public transport. That all pupils, regardless of age, should wear a face covering on all buses, trains or taxis would have journeyed to school where it's appropriate for them to do so and they're able to handle them as selected. Staff and pupils wish to use face coverings during the routine school day that is acceptable. However, it says that schools should also be aware that some people, including children, are exempt from wearing face coverings. Government, secondary school students and tutors should wear face coverings where a distance of 2 meters cannot be maintained. Face coverings are strongly encouraged in Northern Ireland schools if social distancing is not possible but are not generally recommended for routine use. Wales does not recommend pupils to wear face coverings in their schools. Face coverings must be worn in shops, supermarkets, shopping centres in England, Scotland and Northern Ireland but not Wales. Failed to do something, fined by the police, up to £100 in England or £60 in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Shop workers do not have to wear face coverings. England and Scotland face coverings are also compulsory in a number of indoor spaces, including banks, buildings, societies, places of worship, museums, galleries and entertainment venues, libraries and public reading rooms. Face coverings do not have to be worn where it would be impractical to do so, for instance restaurants, pubs and gyms. In Northern Ireland, apart from shops, includes any indoor spaces for goods by bookmakers. Wales not currently compelled to wear face covering on shops. Some people do not have to wear face covering Children under 11 unable to put one on because of a physical or mental illness or disability. People for whom wearing one or removing one will cause severe distress. Anyone assisting someone breathing to communicate if you need to eat or drink, take medication. Police officer, so else you to shop staff need to verify your age or entering the shop to avoid harm. Young children should not wear face masks because of choking hazard, suffocation. Coverings are compulsory for anyone to have transport. From August the 31st, young people over the age of 12 in secondary schools should wear face masks. Habitually be wearing face masks when moving around schools and corridors and in communal areas where it's difficult to deliver the social distancing. School transport too. Children over 12 should wear masks. The use of face coverings in corridors and communal areas of secondary schools is set to be introduced in Scotland. Ministers are also considering whether to make masks mandatory on school transport but not inside classrooms. Coverings schools is currently voluntary, although some schools have started advising staff and pupils to wear them to help combat the spread of COVID-19. Young people return to Scotland schools early in August with no requirements for physical distancing between younger pupils and no rules around face coverings. Pupils in Scottish schools may have to wear face coverings in future, the First Minister said. Pupils in secondary schools to wear face coverings in schools. Most schools are advising pupils and staff to wear face coverings to help combat coronavirus. Constantly under review. The age of 12 should wear masks. Coverings, young people, physical distancing. In between groups, likely to raise their voices in crowded areas. Coverings will be discussed at a meeting. Scottish pupils are returning to class for the first time this week since schools closed in March. It's going back on Wednesday. Going to look and feel very different. Adults will need to keep at least 2 metres apart from each other, and no one will need to wear face coverings apart from staff. With adequate hand washing. Class sizes could be changed, and many are staggering drop-off and pick-up times. High school pupils in Scotland to wear face coverings on the 31st of August. Scottish secondary school pupils will have to wear face coverings. Corridors, communal areas and school buses from next Monday. The new guidance will apply to all pupils aged over 12. No requirements to wear face coverings in classrooms where social distancing measures are put in place. August 31st, young people over the age of 12 in secondary school should habitually be wearing face masks and moving around schools and corridors and in communal areas where it's difficult to deliver the physical distancing. Young people return to Scotland schools early in August with no requirements for physical distancing between younger pupils and no rules around face coverings. Schools are incredibly crowded. God. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. So, bye.